Welcome everyone. We are back and in action, and as you can see, a few things have changed around here. Nothing too crazy, but definitely some minor changes overall. I've also spent a little bit of money, and we'll go over all of that here very quickly. Let's get rid of those as well. Cool. So yeah, last episode we did a lot of cool things. We got a lot done, and it worked out really well, I feel. But now we are on to the next stuff. I made some inferium seeds. They're pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. Just so we can get those started to grow, right? And kind of get that whole thing started. I managed to get a rubber tree sapling from a loot chest, so I slapped that in a bonsai so we can at least start getting some, rubber and things along those lines. And I don't know if they can be used interchangeably or not, but, getting some rubber is at least useful or helpful as you go through, industrial craft, right? So having all of that available to us is going to be, I think, very beneficial overall. Yeah, looks like immersive engineering or industrial craft. Oh, you can get the Tech Reborn one. And oh, you could just make rubber chicken as well. Okay. But yeah, so kind of just got that going. Got this guy here producing a little bit of crops, things like that. Nothing too crazy. Let's jump into our chicken pen over here. We have 10 bone white, flint, the prismarine crystals, which I'm actually debating moving this guy over into a roost just because. And then, of course, our log, which is just basically producing manure at this point in time. Over here, we have pretty much all of our resources. We got the 10 silver. We got the aluminium. We got copper. We got tin, diamond, etc. And, a lot of people commented, absolutely, you're correct. You can add more chickens into your roosts. The biggest thing is I didn't have seeds, right? So, and also, as you can see, we're kind of sort of backlogged on our overall system right now. If I had EMC or something like that I could dump all of this into, it would be pretty easy for me to just take it and dump it into our transmutation table and all that kind of stuff. But for right now, we don't really have that capability, so we'll just leave it as such. All right, cool. I just got some lead chickens. That's very nice as well. So I can work to start breeding those sooner than later here. All good things, all good things. We got the redstone lamp. I got a whole bunch of different things going on, and everything's working pretty good over here in the chicken coop. We have plenty of resources, which is great. It's really awesome, but we kind of have hit a little bit of a snag, okay? And that snag is obsidian. Okay, I want to get an obsidian chicken. Simple as that. Really useful. Going to be helpful. But for that, we need a water chicken and a lava chicken. The lava chicken itself, I need coal chicken, which we already have, and a nether quartz chicken. As you can see, there's no recipe for the nether quartz chicken. They are, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, literally just spawn in the nether. So I had to come up with a solution, right? Had to come up with a solution. How do I get obsidian? Well, the easiest way that I found is literally with the vulcanite and the Evertide amulet. You can basically fire water and fire lava and make yourself, pretty much just water and lava, right? Simple as that. Nothing too crazy. But then I mined the obsidian with an emerald pickaxe. Pretty straightforward. I hope that it makes sense. I stumbled a little bit there, but it's one of those things. But we're going to make ourselves another portal. I have full diamond armor, so we have pretty decent setup here for us to venture forth into the nether. The one thing I do wish I had was a jetpack. I'm sure I could probably make one pretty easily. Have all that. I think I can make all that. I could make it all, but I'm struggling right now. I don't know about that because then I also need to get a way to charge it as well. And and I don't really have that at this point in time. So let's just make ourselves the portal, and let's just get this one going here first, okay? Let's jump on into the Nether and see what it's all about, and then we can kind of sort of expand or go from there accordingly. All right, boom, flint and steel, get, very nice. And let's just do this and this, just so that we make sure we have light on there at all times. Okay, so these guys here we probably don't need at the moment, and I was kind of thinking, let's look at a satchel from thermal expansion. What all does this require? A little bit of wool, some tin, and some leather. That should be easily accommodated here right away. So let's just grab a wool. Let's grab some leather, which I have up here. 1, 2. I think it was just 2. 3. 3 of them. And go and grab some tin out of our situation. Actually, let's just grab it directly from the tin guy right here. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. Okay? It's no big deal. I have plenty of resources. I'm not too concerned at the moment. All right, cool. And satchel, yeah, nice. Okay, so that's at least a way for us to store our goods. And then from there, we need, you know, an upgrade like hardened, for example. But for right now, it's a small little satchel. We can store some of our items in there. I can store my extra food, and there's a few other things that I've been meaning to store in there. We can get our... Actually, this wand is basically just garbage. We can get rid of that. Let's store... That's a problem. That's a big-time problem. We'll store our shears and all that in there. That's good. And, yeah, other than that, I think that's pretty good for at least right now. Nothing too crazy going on here. But let's head on into the Nether. For this, I probably want a bow, right? We probably should take a bow. I probably do not need my time in a bottle on me. And I don't think it'll store well in there, though. So let's actually just put it back in the inventory just for right now. Okay, so satchel. You scare me. You scare me, man. You scare me. Okay, so we got the satchel. We got this and that. We got, I think, pretty much everything that we need for our little adventure into the Nether. I just need some arrows. Okay, let's do this, and let's hopefully find ourselves... Oh, I need the things. Let's actually make a new chicken catcher. Boom, feather, and stick. Let's do up one of these quickly as well, just so that we have a way of capturing things a little bit better. And I'm going to take the animal net as well, just in case. I'm not sure if you can pick it up or anything like that. I could be mistaken, but yeah, one of those wonderful little things. Okay. All right. We are good to go, I think. Come here, Mr. Pig. Yeah. Yeah. Have a nice day. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye now. Goodbye. See ya. All right. Off to the Nether. Oh, God. What could possibly go wrong? Everything. Literally everything. Everything could break right here. We could be done for. Okay. Good. All right. That's what I thought. It is a void. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're going to head on back. I just wanted to confirm that one point, because that means that we need to build, or we need building blocks for the Nether. So let me get situated with all of that, and we will go and build a nice little platform to spawn some things in. So one of the things, in case you didn't notice, I removed my cobble gen over here, as I was planning on doing this a little bit later on, but let's get ourselves set up for at least a little bit of things here. Let's get our tier 1 crafting seeds, and let's get ourselves the stone seeds, as you can see here. This will at least allow us to get ourselves a little bit of cobblestone pretty easily. At all times, right? This is basically the step towards that. Okay, good. Now, I think because these are a tier 1 seed again, I do believe that they will drop seeds when I harvest them, but we'll find out soon enough. Similar to the dirt and nature and all of that stuff that we had before. But we can kind of speed up this process quickly to find out for sure. I have a little bit of mystical fertilizer to instantly grow some crops. So let's do this up right quick and see. Aha, yes, it did. Okay, perfect. And that gives us stone essence. Now, stone essence, we can make a decent amount of stone, cobblestone, granite, diorite, etc., crackstone bricks. There's a lot of different things that we can make from this, including gravel, which is actually pretty nice because gravel will actually allow us to, what was it? Boom. If we do that, that'll give us all of our concrete powders, which will be very useful, as well as there's a philosopher's stone into netherrack. So we can kind of quickly accelerate into some netherrack as well, if we require it for different things. So let me grab a little bit of this mystical fertilizer. It's very mystical. Very mystical. Much wow. And then let's get ourselves at least some seeds going here across the board. Pretty straightforward. And 1, 2, 3, and 4, and one more. There we go. Good. Now, quick note, this did not work on the inferium seeds over here, so keep that in mind as well. Those do not drop seeds, so just as an FYI. Okay, but anyways, we got ourselves some stone. That's good. We should be able to now craft whenever we want. I mean, all things considered, we need the crop to grow, but we should be able to craft at least a little bit of cobble here and there to start building our platform. And this is a perfect opportunity for our new beautiful wand. So let's jump on into the Nether again, and I'm going to start building out a platform, and hopefully we can get situated with a little bit of a nether here. So we'll go like this and like this. Very good. And basically just boom, throw it on out accordingly. Okay, good. I also brought in a quick little fence situation here. I don't want to have too much trouble, so we'll just do it like that, and mobs won't be able to get in like that, so that's good. So yeah, anyways, let's build out a little platform and get ourselves situated with a bit of a nether. And hopefully, barring any issues, which there could very well be, gas and whatnot can spawn now as well. Hopefully we can get some spawns going and started in the nether very, very shortly. So I'm working on the platform and everything, just waiting for some stone crops to grow. Probably shouldn't have gotten rid of my cobble gen already, but that's okay. There's other ways that we can do things. One of the quick notes, though, is I have 8 quests completed. Right now we're at 10,492 for money. So let's claim some of these quests. We got ourselves the tier 1 crafting seed. We just did that one with you guys. And, ooh, a nice high roll on that one. That's great. We got the Electrum Chicken. Very good, very good. A little bit of a lower roll, if I remember correctly. And we got ourselves the Emerald Chicken, as you guys saw. A nice high roll there. Very good. I quickly made a forge hammer. Pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy there. Very easy item. And then, of course, because I made the full diamond set, let's get ourselves some of these rewards as well. Pretty bad rolls. There we go. Finally, the boots for the savior right there, I tell you. But yeah, as you can see, we have now gained a decent amount of money, up to 17. And one of the things I wanted to explain to you guys, I did buy the Ring of Magnetization as well as those Vulcanite Amylites and the Evertide Amulet, right? So I did spend about 3,500 to get this thing, up and running. in gold. Quite a decent amount of money, all things considered. Not going to lie. There's a lot of other pretty darn good things that we could probably be buying. I'm not gonna lie here. Ring of the Flying Squid is one of them where we could do that and then just build a an angel ring on top of it. But I have a feeling we'll be able to get enough money to just buy the angel ring sooner rather than later. Hopefully. But there's a few other things too where it's like the armory. I could buy the Sword of the Wyvern, for example, and just start slaying things pretty effectively. Same thing like the quantum suit stuff is pretty cheap. I think the biggest problem with all of this stuff is literally the fact that you'd have to then repair it or charge it. And I don't really have the capability of doing that right now. The Terra Steel is actually not a bad buy either because you do get the revealing, right? So you get the helmet with the, goggles of revealing built into there. But yeah, we're not really at a good spot where we could do too much in the charged category. But there's a lot of good things here for sure. So keep that in mind. Have some fun with it, in my opinion. Take your time. Enjoy yourself in the pack. It's pro mode. Nobody said it was like hard mode or expert mode. We can have some fun with some of this stuff, okay? So that's just my little caveat, my little tidbit there to kind of, finish off a bit of a conversation as we were, opening all those beautiful, beautiful rewards. But yeah, so that's really about all that I have on that end. Oh, I did get an Infernium seed. It's just more rare, apparently. Interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, so the Nether chicken is not going well, to say the least. I died a few times to a zombie pigman. I actually had to go into creative mode just to recover my gear. I had about 100 zombie pigmen on the other side of this portal, and I apologize. I don't normally do this type of thing, but I had so many pigmen spawn camping me in the Nether. It was crazy. It was absolutely insane. As you can see, I've made myself a very nice little kill chamber. Or my death chamber. I went to go hit a hellbat and accidentally striked a pigman while I was over there. And problems arose. But as you can see, I mean, I've planted grass, you name it. There's no chickens, stuff like that. So, yeah, just one of those things. The other thing, too, the hellbats and the wisps are not really to be messed with, to say the least. So, anyways, I did recover my stuff and all of that. But, yeah, anyways, just wasn't a highlight from me. As you can see, I made like 3 emerald swords. I made diamond armor to go in there, over and above the armor that I currently had on. Was unable to even get out of the portal before I basically got killed every time. So it was something that I had to do basically because I didn't want to do, I didn't want to like log out and, do all the other stuff. But anyways, so for right now, we're just going to manually harvest our obsidian. Instead of worrying about like quartz chickens and things like that. Now that does also delay things a little bit and kind of makes me think we need to get flight. Maybe I can find a nether fortress and have a little bit more of an advantage of, getting some of those chickens and stuff like that. So anyways, where are we at? We're out of power. We're completely out of power. Holy crikey. I didn't even know that was a thing. We are out of power. That sucks. But let's jump into something called Deep Mob Learning. So this Deep Learner is a display HUD. When in the main hand or offhand, will be populated with data models. Okay, so we need soot-covered plates. We need glass pane, soot-covered redstone, and some redstone repeaters. Pretty straightforward recipe. It's not all that complicated. But it is something that we can work on here and start to kind of maybe replace some of the mob farm a little bit is what I'm looking for right now. So let's just grab a little bit of coal. I'm going to grab I'm going to take all 4 stacks that we have there, and I'll show you guys what I'm going to do with that as we go here. So we'll get that started to smelt up. I'm going to make, I think I'm just going to make 1 for right now. We're going to be conservative on our approach, and I'm going to combine all of this into an Aeternus fuel, right? Boom. That'll give us Mobius, and into Aeternalis. Very good. Aeternalis lasts a very long time when cooked, so that should hold us over for quite a bit. All good things, all good things. Okay, we will need, I think, 6, if I'm not mistaken, redstone torches, so let's get those built up and be prepared for the items that we require. So this guy here, we need this. So there's machine casings, but we need this deep learner. So we need to get ourselves a glass pane. We have the soot-covered redstone. Let's look at both of those right now. Okay, boom, 6 of you will give us the glass pane that we require, along with that, like so, and the soot-covered redstone, which is crafted by crushing redstone against a block of coal, if you guys were wondering what that block of coal was over there for. So all we need now is basically the redstone repeaters, so that's pretty straightforward. We can get some of these going, and boom, boom. Okay, there's 2 of them anyways, and 1 more to come still yet. But yeah, so this is kind of a different avenue that we can explore now, as that nether portal just keeps raging on in the background, I tell you. But yeah, so there we go, and there's our deep learner. Very good. And that starts us down a different avenue here. So now that we have that deep learner, we will be looking to engage it basically, right, with some data modules, okay? So we need to insert data models into this. You can do 4 at a time, which is pretty cool, but we need to make, of course, all of the data models as you can imagine. So let's get ourselves, well, we'll start with that, right? We'll start with that, but we're going to need another 8 redstone torches, another 8 repeaters basically is what we're looking at making here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 4 repeaters. I mean, sorry, my apologies. English is not my first language. Yeah, it is, but that's fine. I'm just a dork. But we need to make these blank data models from deep mob learning. Okay, we got the soot-covered redstone. We got gold. We got lapis. We just need the repeaters and some stone. So let's get our last repeater, and then last but not least is the stone. By the way, I can't upgrade my Ender IO machines without nether quartz. That's one of the reasons I was also hard-pressed to get started on the nether quartz stuff, but alas, I can't do it. So one of those things, I'm going to have to figure that one out pretty quickly here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And 4. Excellent. Blank model. We got 2 of them. A couple more coming in very nicely. Okay, now with this, we can utilize all of our mob drops that we've gotten over time. We need a rotten flesh, gunpowder, bone. You know what? I might do... Do we do Enderman? Or witch? Probably Enderman, right? I think. Is that the one that we can do? Let's see. So Enderman, right there. Okay, it is an Ender Pearl. I think we're going to go Enderman, because that's always a good one to have, I feel. So boom, there's our blank data modules, and then we can throw those in there and combine them with their drop. Now we have a zombie model, we have a creeper model, we have a skeleton model, and an Enderman model. Very good. And we can now put these into our deep learning. Awesome. That's good. So it always starts at faulty, things like that. You need to defeat a certain amount of monsters to basically upgrade your item. Okay, and there we go. You can see the HUD in the top left. When I mouse over it, it's gone. But also, I can just also do the opposite hand, like that, and you can see it live as we go here. So, let's kill some mobs. There we go. We killed a creeper. Now we have less to go. This is great. Great start. And boom. Use this mob farm to our advantage here and the long-term sustainable growth. There we go. Got a nice little grouping, and we can kill them off very quickly. Creeper has reached data basic tier. Very nice. Okay. Zombies reached basic. That's good. And yeah, we'll just keep on going here. A lot more to kill, a lot more to do. And anytime I come over to use the mob farm, we'll make sure that we're utilizing this to ensure that we're upgrading our data models for our next adventure in, you know, like the mob farm world, right? This is a pretty cool mob farm. It's actually one that I've never covered before. So yeah, it's pretty cool. The Endermen are going to be a long ways, right? It's going to take a while for us to get the Enderman one. As you saw, there was no Enderman in that current amount that we just killed. So it's going to take a little bit to get there with some of these mobs, but we will get a decent amount of loot chests and things like that while we go, which is a-okay by me. Raw chicken, sure, right there. And I did get pumpkin seeds, which is good. We didn't have them before, so that's a nice little feature to be added in. Now, we do have, let's just pop on here and take a quick look. So basic, cool. So 8 more to reach advanced. That's pretty awesome, right? And you can scan through and see everything accordingly, right? Through your deep learner, okay? Now, the way that I read it is once you have this blank data module, right, you can keep leveling these things up over and over again to reach the next data model tier, okay? And then the data model tiers can depend and give you different things as well, which is pretty cool. So that's just basically the introduction by this book right here. Now, what can we do with these data systems and stuff like that? Well, we should be able to use what's called a simulation chamber. It's a machine that can read the information stored on your data module, and from that data, create matter. Pretty straightforward, right? This process will add more data to the data model currently being used. This process also requires a basic or higher tier data model, energy, and polymer clay. Okay, polymer clay, we'll have to look up that one. It's basically crafted with a suit-covered machine chasing, and as you can see it there. So the problem here is, as you can see, is a redstone comparator for us to advance. Again, the nether quartz is continually baffling me at this time. That is our one roadblock on so many different levels. It's crazy. So the soot-covered machine block, that casing, sorry, is not hard at all. But this comparator requiring nether quartz is a little problematic. I don't even think that we can do pure nether quartz because you need it to get the crushed, which is the exact scenario that I've run into across the board. And like I said, nether quartz in general, kind of a bit of a pain to get. So I'm going to have to kind of do a little bit of a workaround, I guess, to find a way for us to get some reliable nether quartz here pretty darn soon, because we absolutely need it. I am kind of hopeful. I know you can get them in loot crates, if I'm not mistaken. The quartz itself, that could be beneficial, but I've yet to get one, so we'll keep that in mind as we proceed forward here. But anyways, I'm going to keep on killing things. As you can see, we got a lot more killing to go. And, yeah, we'll be back pretty soon. We'll get this one done and see how much time we have left for what else we can do. Alright, so I've gotten 3 superior data models of, you know, the basic mobs more than anything else. And I've got a witch and an enderman loaded up, which, you know, I'm just kind of waiting on those mobs to appear. I think we're going to call it here for the episode. I know we didn't get done. I feel like I'm unresolved. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you guys ever play sometimes and you get to a certain point and it's like, I feel like I needed to do more. That's currently my current feeling right now. But that's okay. You know what? I need to basically get myself situated with better setup. Simple as that, right? We need to get ourselves a little bit more, like we need a jetpack, we need a few other things. So I think between now and next episode, we will start to work on some of that stuff, and I will continue to work on that stuff. And hopefully, next episode, we can get this nether quartz so that we can progress with our deep mob learning, as well as a lot of other things like our chickens and you name it. So, there's a lot of things that I definitely want to work on. And right now, I feel like I'm at a little bit of a block. So, just one of those little details. I'll keep working on it, and yeah, that's going to be it for today. I think that's where we're going to call it. Next episode, hopefully we will up our power game. As you can see, I've started making a little bit of latex and tiny rubber over here so that we can hopefully expand and grow our whole situation here a little bit further. So, anyways, that's going to be it for me. Thank you all so much, and have a good one.